Hi guys, today we're gonna make some simple ATCs, and I'm only gonna make one of each. I made the rest off camera. I'm just gonna show you how I made these. This is just made from a washi tape background with a little word and some focal points and a button. And this one is made from book page, and it has a pocket. So the ATC comes with little gifts, and it's just made with book page and ink and some little cutouts. So these are for a swap, and I made 4, and this is going to be number 5 that we're going to make on camera, just so I can show you how I made them. 4 of them are for the swap, and I'm going to keep one of them for myself. So let's get to it. We'll make the book page one first. So all you need for this is, I already did the background, but all it is a piece of cardboard, like thin cardboard, like chipboard, and I just put book page, I glued book pages on it, and then I took a little bit of white paint, because I don't have gesso. I just took a little bit of white paint and I just kind of smeared it around with a piece of tissue, so it kind of gave it a little bit of a texture as if it were gesso. And then I took this blue ink. You can use any color you want. I just happened to pick this light blue color. And I just took my little sponge dauber thing and just kind of circled it and colored it a little bit, just to give it a little bit of interest. And then I did a little more around the edges to give it some definement around the edges, a little bit of a border. And that's all I did for that. And then I cut out a little book page. Well, I didn't cut it, I ripped it, but you can cut it if you want. I ripped it about the size of the ATC card and made it the height that I wanted, which is probably about 1/3 or so, maybe a little more. And then all I did was I did the same thing, except I only did the edges. So I'm only doing the edge of this one. But again, you can do it however you want. You don't have to make anything exactly like me. You don't have to make this at all if you don't want. But I thought that it was cool because it has a pocket. I've never seen an ATC with the pocket. I'm sure they exist. Like, I know I'm not the first person to make an ATC with a pocket. I just have not ever seen one myself. So I thought it would be cool to make one. And that's all the inking that you need to do. So make sure you get that closed up so it doesn't dry out. These Stampin' Up! Ink pads I have had since 2004. And they are still wet. I have never re-inked them. I haven't used them very much, so that could be why. But the fact that they sat dry for probably 10+ years and they still work is amazing to me. So Stampin' Up!, you know what you're doing when it comes to ink. And then just glue around it like it's a pocket. Thin layer of glue around the sides, the bottom. And there you go. Then carefully glue it onto the card. And there you go. There's your ATC with the pocket. And you can decorate it however you want. I just chose to decorate it with some little images. I need to stick something in here to get this out a little bit. It's kind of, there we go. That's better. Okay, so there's the actual card. And then all I did to decorate it was put a little tiny cluster here with a button, a little dragonfly die cut, and a butterfly die cut. And then I just added a flower sticker and a ticket in the pocket. Simple. Simple, simple, and that's what I like. Something that's simple and still looks cute. And all these die cuts were all from Happy Mail from various people. I don't have any punches or die cut machines or anything like that. So I really appreciate them when I get cutout images from punches or die cuts in Happy Mail. Yeah, I didn't pick the blue and yellow. I didn't really choose them. They were just the first colors of scrap that I saw in my scrap box. So I picked them up, and I did choose the blue for the ink, but so they kind of matched. And then an orange button. Purple dragonfly. Like, see, I didn't really match anything. I just kind of picked stuff, but it'll still look good. This little dragonfly is so small, it's kind of hard to glue because it's so small. But there it is. Perfect. And you're done. There's your ATC. And then you can just put a little sticker in it and a little ticket or whatever you have. And there it is. A cute little ATC with a pocket. So there's the last one of those. And now we'll get to making this one. All you need for this one, again, is another piece of cardboard. Preferably a plain cardboard, or like paint it so that way you don't see through the washi tape. And then you're gonna, if your washi tape doesn't stick very well, which usually it doesn't, like even this one is having trouble sticking right here. What I did is I took some school glue and I just put a little bit of school glue all over it. And use the paintbrush to spread it around. That way it'll help the washi tape stick. Probably didn't need that much glue, but it's okay. It won't hurt anything. And then just add washi tape. It doesn't matter, however you want to do it. You don't even have to, you can use the same roll of washi tape if you want the same background, but I just picked the first 4 that were on my, in my little washi tape pouch. And then stick them down. And I chose 2 fat ones and 2 thin ones. The first fat one, or the first 2 fat ones and the first 2 thin ones that I saw. Just to give it a little bit of, variety. But that's only because that's how I want it. You don't have to do the same thing. And I chose washi tape because I don't really use it that often. So I'm trying to, you know, use up my supplies with this stuff. And this is a perfect way to do it. Just a cute little ATC card. And of course, if your washi tape sticks to itself, be careful you don't rip it getting it apart. I like this one. It's like rainbowy paint splatter look. It looks really cool. So I chose mostly colorful ones. I keep saying I chose them. I didn't choose them. They were on the top of the thing, but these were the ones that stuck out from the top. These colorful ones and then one black one to give it some kind of contrast. Get this paintbrush out of the way. And I'm gonna put a little bit of this extra glue on top of here. I think that's why the edge of my other one is coming up, because it's it didn't have any glue on up there. So there's the background of the washi tape. Then we'll just pick it up off of the book page. And then what I did, instead of cutting it, is I wrapped it around. So I folded the tops over the bottom, or over the edge. So that way it sticks a little bit better. And if you want to add glue to this side, you can do that as well. But since this is going to be an ATC card, I'm going to be putting a piece of plain white paper over the top, so that way I can add my name and stuff to it. So this will get covered up, which is why I didn't worry about gluing it to this side, since it's going to be glued down anyway. But I did cut this side off because it's not long enough to fold over the edge. So there we go. There's the washi tape background, and then I kind of been going with a little ocean theme with this particular ATC. So I have a seashell for this one, and let's pick a word out. So a seashell, a dragonfly, another button, and we could put fun times. And then I just backed the word onto this piece of green paper, just so it's a little bit easier to read. So we have that, and then we just glue it all down, and it'll be good to go. And it'll flatten out once it's dry. It's not always going to stay humped like that, so don't worry about that. You could even set it underneath something heavy if you want before you add your embellishments to it. But I'm not that worried about it, because I know that it will flatten out. My cats are fighting in the background. They like to do that. Fun times. And then another little dragonfly. And then this one will be complete. So hopefully I gave you a couple more ideas to liven up your ATC collection. And if you try them and want to share them with me, all my information will be in the description box. I have an Instagram, I have Facebook, I have a Facebook group. You could email me if you don't have any social media. I'll be glad to see anything that you want to show me. So here they are. Here's those two, and here's these two. And they look great. So I hope that you enjoyed watching me make these ATCs and maybe got some ideas from it. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.